Hello, quick introduction to a card system in this video. This replaces a core concept in Marvel Champions. In this game, I use the Shinobi Paths system by Inkwire. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed system that augments the usual pick a hero and an aspect to start building a deck part of the game. To use this system, you pick a path, gain a permanent card, receive a slew of cards that are themed after the chosen path, then choose an aspect and start building your deck with all the new and official cards. You get these new cards and a new permanent ability at the cost of a -1 hand size. Important note, I was playing with the previous version of the rule set that mentioned that your identity received a -1 hand size only in hero form, but as of September 2025, this applies to both hero and alter ego forms of your hero. I would go into further detail about all the cards in the system, but this is all a work in progress, and I feel that going into too much detail is going to date the video even further. Enjoy the video, and hopefully this shows off how powerful a ninja Psylocke can be with this new ninja theme system. Thank you. Marvel Champions. Quickplay. Standard select. Standard 3. Hero select. Sci-Fi. Scenario select. Fire. Hello Internet, Bardic Monk here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom deck that I made for Psylocke to fight against Spiral. And it's using a couple cards from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set that, I'm just going to put this on the screen here. From the Ninja Turtle set, I'm using the Kagemusha card, the Kagemusha build. And pretty much the setup for this is all by Inkwire. And the setup is that we pick a path, we use the deck construction rules in the back of these cards, and then when we're in hero mode we get -1 hand size, but we get an ability depending on what path we chose. So we're using Kagemusha, which means that we get the -1 hand size, we gain the ninja trait, and we have the Walk in Shadows hero action, which if we exhaust this card we get to cloak our hero. And cloaking is a new status card, so like we have stunned, we have tough, we also have confused, but we now have cloaked as a possible card. When you're cloaked, when you use a basic action, it gives you +2 to that action regardless of whether you're recovering, thwarting, attacking, or defending. And once you do that, you discard cloaked and you get +2 to that action. The other thing is, if you're cloaked and somebody attacks you and deals damage, you discard cloaked and you take -2 damage. For Kagemusha, I can build with ninjutsu cards. Yes, I can build with ninjutsu cards, which are, let's say, like from Black Ops. Black Ops is a ninjutsu card, and pretty much it's a purple band card, and we use this and we still pick an aspect, and we can still use basic cards in this build. So I am using ninjutsu, the basic cards, and aggression as well. And that's everything for the setup here. We're playing against Spiral with the standard 3 set. We have Pursued by the Past already out. We have Spiral out. We have Across the Mojoverse out, and that brings out the Search for Spiral, which starts at 3. And when this would be completed, we discard this card. Well, we reveal the top card of the deck, and then if we end up revealing the card that says trapped, I believe it's cornered or trapped, Spiral will be able to flip over and we'll be able to actually attack her. But until then, she's just she's constantly scheming. She only schemes, and we're trying to track her down right now. Alright, so we start with a hand size of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we got, what we want to keep. This is defensive. Defensive as well. We want to keep strength. Aggressive conditioning, that's great. Scale the wall is good. Scale the wall, it's a 0-cost event. You can play it only if your hero is cloaked and max 1 per round. And you get to draw 2 cards. So that's going to be good. And then we have Reconnaissance, which will let us look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and put those cards at the top or at the bottom of the encounter deck in any order. So we're going to get rid of 2. We get another Psionic Redirect, but combat training. Okay. So I'll take this. Alright. How do we want to do this? Alright. First things first, we want to I think we want to pay for everything right now. So I'm going to exhaust both. I kind of need these out too. We started in Alter Ego. We're in hero mode right now. Alright. And this is also... Sorry, I'm kind of like messed up right now. Do we have enough space? Yes, okay. We are going to pay the 2. So, 2 of these. You may flip this card. I'm going to flip one of them to Psykatana, so we have +1 attack. Which wouldn't matter actually, so we're not going to do that. Actually, we are. We're going to flip 1. And this is going to give us the ability to get combat training. So combat training is now giving us +1 attack. We're going to play Reconnaissance with the Psionic Redirect. Reconnaissance, cloak a character you control. So now Betsy is cloaked. This isn't hero, right? Yeah, okay. These are hero resources, so I'm going to flip already. I flipped before combat training so I can use these 2. And then I just got rid of Psionic Redirect for Reconnaissance. Cloak a character you control. Look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. So I cloaked her. Look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Body swap is going to go on the bottom for sure. Top and or bottom of the encounter deck in any order. Let's see, Dragnet. Hinder 1. When revealed, place 1 threat here. Villain cannot take damage. Spend X physical resources, remove X threat from the scheme. Sinister Strike. I want to put these all on the bottom because, well, actually, let's probably read what Sinister Strike is. When revealed in hero mode, place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. Then, if it has any counters on it, the villain attacks you. We're going to put Dragnet first. Okay. So everything's there. So we did Reconnaissance, which gave us a cloak, and now we can play Scale the Wall for free. We can only play it when it's cloaked, so it's a 0-cost event. We get to draw 2 cards. Man, that's great. From the Shadows is a resource card, max 2 per deck. Double the number of resources this card generates while your identity is cloaked. We're going to play Aggressive Conditioning for a strength and I guess from the Shadows. I kind of want martial arts training. That's wasting a resource though. Give me +1 defense. I'm going to... I'm gonna get +3 hit points and 1 attack too, so... I'm going to use the martial arts training for now. I really don't want to. So I'm not going to. We're going to use both of these instead. We have martial aggressive conditioning, which gives us 13. We're at 13 health, and we have +2 attack. We're going to use Psylocke, and she is going to thwart for 1 Psi Energy Interrupt. When you use one of Psylocke's basic powers, flip 1 Psi Energy upgrade. So we flip this to Psi Knife. So it's 1, 2, 3. So I could thwart for 3 on the side scheme. When the last threat is removed from here, the player who removed the threat reveals the top card of the show deck and places 3 threat here. Mojo in the middle. Okay. Mojo in the middle here. Mojo in the middle, setting show. Each obligation gains 1 acceleration icon. After a player discards an obligation as a response. After a player discards an obligation, that player draws 1 card. When revealed, discard each other setting. Yeah, so we just did that. And yeah, after we discard an obligation, we draw a card. Okay. So we did that. That also makes this reset to 3. And that did not reveal Spiral, so we are just in hero mode waiting. We draw back up to our hand size and we ready everything. Oh, that's right. Technically we're not cloaked. I'm going to... after we thwarted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of cloaked. And then when I'm readying up, before I do that, hero action, exhaust this card to cloak your hero. So I'm going to do that at the end of my turn. And then we ready up. So we ready everything up. We draw 2 more. So now we are at 3 hand size. Okay. That's everything. And now it's the villain turn, or villain phase. This goes up by 1. She activates against me for one of these cards. Spiral cannot take damage or be stunned. Threat cannot be removed from the main scheme. Okay. And forced interrupt when Spiral would attack, she schemes instead. So she's scheming for 1. I can't block anything, so 1. Just 1. And after this activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. So now we have 1. And this is force response after we get 3 more than the number of players. So when this hits 4, this is going to activate. So Nowhere Safe is completed. And then we get a face down encounter card. I don't have anything that stops that. So then we flip. Ice Droid M. Each minion gains guard and patrol. No minions in play right now. At the end, force interrupt at the end of the round after the first player token is passed. The first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. Okay. So technically, after we resolve that, which has 2 threat on it, we then we would pass the first player token, but because it's a single player game. It's just at the end of the round, we look for a minion and put into play, engage with us. That's 4 for Pyro. I think it's Pyro. Pyro's the card that I want to go with. Okay. I don't want to get rid of an upgrade. I think it is Pyro, so we're gonna have Pyro show up. He's got 4 health. He's a 2/2/4. we no longer know where the obligation is, so hopefully that's not at the top. And let's get going. Okay, so it's back to the player phase. I started in hero mode. So this has Garden Patrol, but it doesn't matter because I can't attack her and I can't thwart this. So I could just assassinate him. I'm going to play a martial arts training for the reconnaissance. So now we have another upgrade out. We have +1 defense, +2 damage, and +2 attack, +3 HP, and +1 defense. Yeah, so hero response after Psylocke defends against an attack, discard martial arts training, ready Psylocke. I'm just gonna put this over here. Just gonna move this a little bit. Okay. And then we have Assassinate, which would let us get rid of him. We're gonna use... Yeah, we're gonna use Assassinate. For a Psi Knife, we're gonna flip one of these. We're going to use Assassinate, so play only if your hero is cloaked, which she is. Action, attack, deal 7 damage to a minion. So that's that. The attack gains piercing too, which is good because... Oh no, we don't have Mojo Runner anymore. Yeah, okay, so Pyro is KO'd. He doesn't attack me, so that's fine. Okay. Then... I want to do a thwart. I want to do a thwart action on Asteroid M. And when I do that, I'm going to flip to Psykatana for here. And I straight them, right? So I do that and cloaked. Right now I have 1 thwart, 2, 3 thwart. These are Asteroid M. This is resolved. And is there anything else I can do? Do I want to flip? I guess I do for now, just so I can get a better hand size for 1 turn. And then we end our turn. And now we're going to have Spiral activate. So, it's still at 1. This goes up by 1. Nobody else has 1. There's no obligations out? Nope. So then she's going to activate for 1, 2. This goes up to 6 out of 15. And then, because there's no boost on that, then we are going to flip our face down encounter card. Oh wait, we kind of need 3 cards, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might want to draw cards. Bug. Okay. When you reveal a card from the encounter deck, reveal its one. Cancels 1 reveal effect. So telepathic suggestion might help. This is actually really good. This is Black Ops. Hero action. After your hero defeats a minion or side scheme, discard Black Ops, ready your hero. Also, I keep forgetting to do this because it's not a normal thing. At the end of my turn, I'm going to keep doing the hero action to exhaust this card to cloak my hero. Unless otherwise stated. Oh, no, it's a hero action, so I can't. Anyway. Alright. So we're just going to cancel undoing that. So we still have to resolve this, so we're going to flip this. Attach the spiral. There's no win revealed, so I can't cancel this. Okay, so we attach this to Spiral. Uses 3 sword counters. She gets +1 attack for each sword counter on here, and as a hero action, if Spiral is on her cornered side, which she's not, I can spend 2 physical resources to remove 1 sword counter from this card. Then, that's the encounter card. We end the turn. Nope. And no. We're not discarding an obligation, so that's fine. Then we end her turn and we go back to ours. I want to use a Psylocke and flip this to play X-Gene. So now we have a wild resource for an identity specific event. So we're just going to put that here. Which we're going to use in a second. And yeah, play only if your identity has the mutant trait, so it's good that I flipped down when I did. And it's a resource, so I want to flip. Do I use an ability? I'm going to kind of want to use Godslayer right now. We're just going to flip right now. We're going to use this ability to cloak myself. Or no, not yet. Not doing that yet. We are going to then thwart for 1. Interrupt, we have to flip one of these, so we're flipping to Sci-Fi. 1. Nope. Still not doing it that way. Okay. We are cloaking. This isn't flipped. We are cloaking. Then we're going to use mental detection for a telepathic suggestion and the X-Gene. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. For each Psy-Knife you control, remove 2 additional threat from that scheme. We have 1. So that's going to complete this. We will finish this in a second. We get to reveal the top card. We have cornered. Sweet. So she is now cornered. When revealed, it's a treachery, it's not an environment. So technically, Mojo in the middle is still out. Flip Spiral to her cornered side. This will cause her, when revealed text, if any, to resolve. Reveal the top card of the show deck, which was, the opposite of this. Dial M for Mojo. This effect cannot be cancelled. Reveal the top card of the show deck. Shuffle this card into the show deck. Okay. Just making sure we're all facing okay. And I think that's good enough. I'm gonna put this like this now. Okay, so we resolved that. Each other encounter card gains Insight 1. And Insight 1 is to add 1 to the main scheme, I believe. Yeah, it's the main scheme. Okay. So we resolved that. She's flipped over. She's now out and about. We can't attack her. And we are going to then finish that. Now we are back to this. Then for each side katana you control, draw one card. So we get to draw a card because of this. We got Run the Rooftops, this is good. Play only if your hero is cloaked. We'll resolve this. We have Run the Rooftops. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. We're going to use that on the main scheme. And then we're going to attack. After your hero defeats a minion or side scheme, discard Black Ops, ready your hero. Ooh, that would have been good. Resolving that, but we are going to give a God Slayer with a energy and a Black Ops. So now we have, again, +2 attack. And we're going to do an attack on Spiral. So we're attacking Spiral for 1. We have to flip one of these. So we're flipping the Psy Knife. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When your hero, we're at 5. When you're, so I don't lose this. We're currently dealing 5 damage. Alright. When your hero makes a basic attack against a unique enemy, which she is, exhaust God Slayer, your hero gets +2 attack for that attack. So this actually gets exhausted. And we get +2, so this is 7. She's now taking 7 damage off of this. Alright, so she takes 7, she's down to 6. Oh, 2 more because we were cloaked. So she's down to 4. Then there's nothing else I can do. I started in Alter Ego mode, I think. Yeah, because I had like 6 cards in my hand, so we started in Alter Ego mode. We've used everything. And we're just going to ready up and draw up to 3. But now we're just out in the open. We don't even have any ninja things on us. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got Nick Fury and combat trading. We have another copy of that and scalable. So okay, not the greatest, but we can work with this. All right, villain phase. She is going to attack us for 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to go up actually first. That's the only thing with that. Each other counter card gains insight 1. Each friendly character gets +1 thwart. And that's that. Okay. Attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I going to defend? I am going to defend. I'm going to flip this one because of that Psi Energy Control. So we're defending for 2, 3, and again 4, 5, 6. So she's doing 6 damage to me. I'm blocking for 3. I take 3 damage. I'm back down to 10. And let's see. She does that. There's no additional, like, she does X amount of damage. Oh, after Spiral activates, place 1 teleport counter here. We're going to make that one of the special dice. And then, what else? Oh, we got an encounter card. So this is going to have Insight 1. So, Dark Designs is a treachery. We're going to resolve the Insight 1 first. Now this is at 6 out of 15. When revealed, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. After you place a pursuit counter here, if the number of counters here is at least that, then do it. Okay. When revealed, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Then, if it has any encounters on it, the villain schemes. So, then the villain schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4. We are at 10. Okay. So we're at 10 for that. That's not an encounter card. That was, though. Okay. We are done. We have survived that one round. Now we can... Oh, the other thing, hero response after Psylocke defends against an attack. Discard martial arts training to ready Psylocke, which I do. And now it's going to be our turn. And I'm going to use the ability to cloak my hero. I'm going to play Scale the Wall to draw 2 cards. We're going to... I think we want to play Nick Fury, which would cost 1, 2, 2. I want to play him, so 2 of these. I'm gonna keep them here. 3 for sure, because I already have one, so it's max 1 per player. And we're gonna do is there any way for me to... Well, I'm gonna draw cards. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, so because she only has 4 health, so I'm going to play with Black Ops. So Psy Knife, Psy Katana. I'm not flipping anything. I'm going to get rid of combat training and Black Ops to pay for the 4 for Nick Fury. We're going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use... What's Confused do again? That's Scheming Thwarting. Okay. And Stunned. We're going to play a Reconnaissance for an Assassinate because I don't have a minion to damage right now. Cloak a character you control. We're going to cloak Nick Fury. He's now a ninja. I look at the top 3 cards in the encounter deck, and then put those cards at the top and or bottom in any order. Ooh. That's not good. This would make her scheme. I'm gonna put all these at the bottom. Okay. Erratic teleportation's not great, so I'm glad I did that. Alright. Bottom in any order, okay. Nick Fury. We have enough to do Flurry of Blades too. I kind of wanted Nick Fury to thwart because this is getting big. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have Nick Fury thwart for 2 because he's cloaked. It's 3, 4. Gets rid of this. The cloaked is gone, and he takes 1 consequential damage. At the end of the round, we discard him. Yeah. Then we're gonna play Flurry of Blades as my action, and I could thwart instead, but I want to do a lot of damage. So Flurry of Blades on Spiral. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we're gonna do 2 damage to her. For each Psy Knife you control, choose an enemy and confuse it. So we have 1 Psy Knife. We're going to confuse her. And then for each Psy Katana you control, choose an enemy and deal 2 damage to it. So then we KO her for the first half. Spiral 1 is down, and we're still Like, this is technically resolved, so we don't have to worry about this right now. Oh, and how did you pay for this? Because it's a because it is a identity specific event, I'm using From the Shadows for 2, double the number of resources this card generates while your identity is cloaked. So 2, 3. Should have paid for that. I was wondering why I had an extra card. And then this is finished resolving while we have to worry about this now. So we go to 2. I think she's still cornered, right? She gets KO'd? Yeah. There are at least 2 teleport counters. Here, remove all of them and flip Spiral. I keep forgetting to flip this because I know I'm in hero mode. I want her to be confused. After Spiral activates, place 1 teleport counter here. Alright, so we have 2. She has 15 HP. And then we are going to attack her. So I'm going to attack her for 1. Yeah, we used everything, right? So 1, we flipped 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to exhaust this. 6, 7. Just double checking that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're attacking for 9 with Psylocke right now against her. She's down to 6. And then we're going to flip and end our turn there. Technically, Nick Fury's already used up. Then we ready everybody up. We draw back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna look back at the vid to make sure I didn't screw this up. Yep, just double checked. Okay, I did start the previous round as hero mode, so I can't flip her. I was just double checking before. I had used this at the beginning of the round, so we are actually good right now for this. This is the training. This is also skill. Should gain retaliate 1. This is good. This is just resource. We have Angel, who might be able to help us. Everything's ready. We are good on this, so now we're at the villain phase. This goes up by 1 because there's no obligations in play. Oh, friendly characters have +1 thwart, which means that he actually thwarted for 5 instead. Because this is 2, this, the cloak, that's 4, +1 thwart for Dial M for Mojo, so that's 5. This was at 10. Why is it at 7 right now? I'm gonna double check something real quick. Again. Alright, so we're back. I got sidetracked, so first thing I did, as soon as we got to the other half of the round, I said, villain phase starts, this goes up by 1, and then I saw that that had +1, so this is actually starting at 5, and the acceleration goes up by 1, so that's just 6 right now. Nick Fury's still out. Now we are actually ready. I'm just gonna double check, is there anything that cancels stuff? No interrupts. Nope. Okay. We'll see if we just end the game here. That went up by 1. She's going to activate. She is going to scheme because we're in alter ego mode. Because she is not... because she is not in... She's not steady. She's actually confused. So that cancels her activation. And then she just gives us this. She doesn't activate, she doesn't get a teleport icon, and then Magneto 2.6 comes out. Villainous, force response. After he activates against me, that's not here nor there. That's the end of the turn. That's an encounter card, so we're going to still Insight 1. And then Nick Fury's gone at the end of the turn. And everything's ready, so now we're back in player phase. We are in alter ego mode. Can I KO her in one shot right now? I could use a resource to flip one of these, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can KO her right now, which we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip. We're gonna go into the shadows, cloak ourselves, and then before Spiral can escape, we are going to use Does anybody have guard or patrol? No. No? No, we can't attack her. We can attack her for all this, so I still want to spend one. Yeah, we're going to use mental detection. We're going to generate one for X-Gene and Psykatana to flip this to Psy Knife. Remove one threat from the scheme. For each Psy Knife you control, remove 2 additional threat from the scheme. From that scheme. So this goes down to 4. For each Psykatana you control, draw a card. That's great. We're going to flex on her real quick. Hopefully we don't screw this up. I'm going to use a Psykatana to pay for Angel. We're not flipping it, and we're going to have his Genius show up. We're going to use Genius. We paid the 3, Angel's out. And do I have anything else that'd be good for this? Skill card. What skill cards do I have? Do I have anything that gives me +1 attack? +1 attack? I don't think so. But out of curiosity, because it's not going to cost me anything to do this, we're going to play we're going to play Training Regiment for an aggressive conditioning, and we can exhaust it. Search your deck for a skill card and add it to your hand, then shuffle. There are no more skill cards in here. Okay, then we shuffle. Okay, so that was a waste, but we then attack for 2 with Angel. She's down to 4. I can then just attack with Psylocke. So when I attack, the interrupt makes me flip one of these cards. We attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're attacking her, so 6, 7. Just double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we attack her for 7 to get her from 4 down to -3. And that's it. That's the game. Okay, that went a lot better than last time. I had a lot more cards that were generating this cloaked status before, and I needed more cards to actually use them. We didn't get to see a lot of it this time, but Hidden Passage would have used it, which as an alter ego, I can exhaust this and discard a cloak status to draw a card. Hero response after you change form. So after you change from alter ego to hero, exhaust Hidden Passage and cloak your identity. Okay, I was just double checking if this only activated during like Shadowcat or Vision. Like you need to actually change form that way, but Hero and Alter Egos are forms. So yeah, when you flip over to Hero, you just cloak immediately. So this, in combination with the basic card that you get, gives you a lot of cloaking. And I was getting too many things that gave me cloaking instead of using them. Uh, some stuff requires you to be cloaked in order to do it, but like the Kusari Kagi, which is a ninja weapon, you exhaust a card and discard a cloak status card from your hero to deal 2 damage to an enemy and draw a card. So this was cool. And we didn't get to see Mojo, who is a Ninja Turtle ally. She's 1/1/3. Response after Mojo enters play, cloak her. And response after Mojo takes consequential damage, discard a ninjutsu card from your hand to cloak Mojo. We didn't get to do specialized training either. My first practice game, just to see if I built a decent deck, really did just generate too many things and didn't use them. And I think I did better by like actually using Psylocke's ability. Like I was trying to hold on to cloak too much initially, so you kind of want to just use it as much as possible and try to end your turn with it if you need to. I only took the 3 damage. I'm pretty sure I did this all correctly. It seemed a little bit OP. Having a minion that's like super big get like stuffed by assassinate. Yeah, the assassinate attack is insane for this. So as long as you're cloaked, you can deal 7 damage to a minion, and it has piercing. So even if they're tough, it gets rid of that. It's very thematic. I think this went very well. It did feel OP this time, but I really felt like I had a really bad deck the first time because I wasn't able to do anything and got destroyed. I could not. I could flip her, but I couldn't do any damage. I don't know what it was, but I think I stuck to staying in hero form for too long initially. Me flipping so I can get 6 cards in my hand and getting Godslayer this early really did help a lot. But getting an additional 2 on top of the base 3 and then getting combat training and aggressive conditioning in like the first turn was insane. So all in all, I think it just lined up way better than the first time. I'll have to go over all the ninjutsu cards in a spotlight, but I just want to give this a shot, see what this looks like. And so far I do like the theme for the Kagemusha, because you want to be striking from the shadows constantly, and it's just thematically really cool. It really does fit Psylocke. I felt like I was disappearing every time she tried to hit me. I was taking less damage. I had my trainings out and everything. This was just a good game. I feel like I killed Spiral too quickly, but again, I had drastically different games between the two. So my practice one was the exact opposite of this, and then some minor adjustments, and it looks like just playing better. Again, just knowing when to flip helped a lot, because when you're playing 90% of the game with the 3-card hand size, you're not doing anything. So I think I might have overcorrected and played better. So really cool. Maybe this ninja thing would be good for like if I got brave enough to fight Ronin and being able to just like try to KO him as quickly as possible. That would be cool. We didn't do too many rounds or anything like that, so all in all, this is good. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, have a great night, and as always, stay positive.